Shifting focus for now to the Russia-Ukraine war. Russia has launched a major drone and missile attack on Ukraine. In the latest, in fact, Moscow fired over 90 missiles and nearly 200 drones in one of its largest wartime attacks on Ukraine's energy system. Kiev residents rushed to take shelter as Russia launched one of its biggest wartime attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Ukraine's energy system has already suffered 11 waves of attacks this year, which have caused widespread damage and lengthy power cuts all over the country.
Of course, I would rather be going to work and have my child to go to school now. But as you can see yourself, air raid alert was issued and we had to go to the shelter to hide from missiles.
Russia's defense ministry has said that its eastern grouping of forces has seized over 300 square kilometers in Ukraine over the past month and captured 7 settlements. As Ukraine continues to fight the ongoing Russian offensive, the NATO chief has warned that the alliance is not ready for the threats it faces from Russia. Mark Rutte has raised an alarm over the low defense spending of European countries, stressing that it is time to shift to a wartime mindset. At an address on Thursday, Rutte said that future spending of the alliance would have to be much higher than the current target of 2%. The NATO General Secretary highlighted basically that the West was falling far behind Russia and China with respect to military capabilities.
The security situation does not look good. It's undoubtedly the worst in my lifetime, and I suspect in yours too. We are not ready for what is coming our way in 4 to 5 years. Danger is moving towards us at full speed. We must not look the other way. We must face it. What is happening in Ukraine could happen here too. And regardless of the outcome of this war, we will not be safe in the future unless we are prepared to deal with danger.
Rutte's message coming just weeks before Donald Trump takes oath as the next U.S. president in January. Trump, remember, has repeatedly warned that the U.S. will withdraw from NATO if the military allies do not increase their share of defense spending. Washington is also racing to bolster Kiev's defenses before Trump takes office. The United States, in fact, has announced a new $500 million package of military aid for Ukraine. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made the announcement of a significant package of urgently needed weapons and equipment. As of December 2nd, Washington had provided approximately $61.4 billion to Kiev in military assistance since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022. With this addition of $500 million, that number is now up to $61.9 billion. That's close to $62 billion provided to Ukraine over a span of less than 3 years. Meanwhile, our next story is about how Iran is recruiting Israelis to work as spies. Let's just say that again. Iran is recruiting Israelis to spy for them. This development is reportedly shaking Israel to its core, exposing a dangerous web of espionage. You see, Israel recently reportedly arrested nearly 30 individuals, mostly Jewish citizens, accused of spying for Iran. These suspects operated in 9 covert cells, making this Tehran's most aggressive infiltration attempt in decades. The Shin Bet, Israel's internal security agency, revealed several details. Alleged plots included assassinating an Israeli nuclear scientist and former military officials. One group even gathered intelligence on military bases and air defenses. These activities highlight a significant shift in Iran's espionage tactics. In one case, a father and son from a Druze village allegedly passed sensitive details about Israeli force movements, including in the Golan Heights. Arrests like these reportedly follow 2 years of efforts by Iranian operatives to recruit ordinary Israelis. Their method? Quite straightforward. Offering money to carry out attacks and collect intelligence. Now, unlike the high-profile Israeli spies for Tehran of previous decades, like a high-profile businessman and a former cabinet minister, these new recruits come from society's fringes. The group includes recent immigrants, an army deserter, and a convicted sex offender. Some of their tasks seemed minor, like vandalizing property with anti-government graffiti. But the scale of involvement, especially among Jewish citizens, has reportedly sparked a national alarm across Israel. The Shin Bet has labeled these espionage activities as some of the most severe in Israel's history. Tehran's reach does not stop at Israel's borders. Iranian agents have reportedly orchestrated hits and kidnappings across Europe and America. Israeli security forces recently decided to publicize these plots, reportedly aiming to send a message to Iran and potential spies that they can be caught. So how exactly does Iran manage Israelis to spy for them? Reportedly, Iranian intelligence agencies often use social media platforms to find recruits. In one case, a civilian received a message reportedly offering $15,000 for information, complete with a contact, email and phone number. Iran has also reportedly approached expatriate Jewish networks in Canada and America, targeting individuals with ties to Israel. The recruitment process reportedly starts with mediocre tasks. Initial tasks appear harmless and come with monetary rewards. But over time, handlers escalate demands requesting detailed intelligence on military targets or specific individuals, and then they use blackmail to enforce compliance. One accused spy reportedly admitted to communicating with Iranian operatives through Telegram, underscoring the growing sophistication of Iran's infiltration efforts. On to India now, where the arrest of actor Allu Arjun has been making headlines. He was sent to 14-day judicial custody. He has now been granted interim bail. Allu Arjun was arrested earlier today in connection with an incident that took place at Sandhya Theatre during the release of his latest movie, Pushpa 2, The Rule. The arrest was made after the Telugu star was brought to the police station for questioning. A local court in Hyderabad remanded the actor to judicial custody, and later the Telangana High Court granted him interim bail. For the uninitiated, a woman lost her life when a stampede incident took place at the screening of the recently released movie. Massive crowds had gathered to catch a glimpse of the film star, who was present at the event along with music director Devi Sri Prasad. Early this month, the commotion led to the theatre's main gate collapsing, which resulted in a stampede. A 35-year-old woman died in the stampede, and her 9-year-old son sustained injuries. An FIR was registered against the Pushpa actor, who later filed a petition and refuted his involvement in the incident. The actor asserted that his presence at the screening could not be deemed criminal. In the plea, the actor requested for a stay on all further proceedings. The police, however, alleged that the film star reached at the premiere without informing them. Allu Arjun, along with his security team and Sandhya Theatre's management, now facing charges of culpable homicide not amounting to murder under BNS Section 105 and voluntarily causing hurt. The Telugu actor had earlier reacted to the tragic incident and said that he was deeply heartbroken. As per reports, the husband of the deceased woman has said that he is willing to withdraw the case and he does not hold the actor responsible for the stampede or his wife's death. Meanwhile, in a statement to the media, Telangana Chief Minister emphasized that the law will take its due course and said that nobody will interfere in the investigation of the case. Among the celebrities who have reacted to Allu Arjun's arrest, Rashmika Mandanna, who played his love interest in the Pushpa franchise, showed her support to the actor on social media. She wrote, and I'm quoting, "I can't believe what I am seeing right now. The incident that happened was an unfortunate and deeply saddening incident. However, it is disheartening to see everything being blamed on a single individual. This situation is both unbelievable and heartbreaking, quote unquote. Varun Dhawan also expressed his support for the actor. Dhawan, who is currently in Jaipur to promote his upcoming film, said, and I'm quoting, "There are safety protocols. An actor cannot take everything upon himself," quote unquote. Dhawan also added that one cannot blame just one person for the incident.